Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, now let's move forward and try to understand agent chat in a lot of depth. Now, when you will be creating agents on your own, and specifically will be making sure that those agents which you are creating, they can be used in a production use case. Understanding of agent chat library becomes a lot important. We have already seen that how can we define agents, etc. But now we will deep dive into some few of the concepts so that you are able to understand the design philosophy of AutoGen framework overall. With that, let's move and let's see the same, everyone. So AutoGen AgentChat, it's a high-level API for building multi-agent application. We have already seen and used the same for building just a single agent. Of course, this learning we will make sure to move forward and build multi-agent application as well. It consists implementation to define agents, team, termination conditions, human in the loop, etc. If we will go on the website of AutoGen, you can see that how agent chat is the one which we have to use. And it provides us multiple things here in terms of model, messages, agents, teams, human in the loop, termination, etc. Right? Now we will be understanding about them as well in this course. But the idea is that this is the major library which you have to use for making or prototyping your agentic AI frameworks. If I show you in the reference as well, if we go on this API reference, everyone, then we can see that how AutoGen Agent Chat are having multiple agents, just like I shown you. We have messages as well here. Chat message is there, handoff message, structured message, multimodal message. So different types of messages. All are made prerequisitely for you in this particular module. Similarly, we can have teams as well, which we will learn. That is when multiple agents come together. That is a multi-agent system that is known as teams in AutoGen. So all these are created or are provided to you in AgentChat API. So Assistant Agent is the major feature or the major agent which you are going to use in this. So if I go back and see for the Assistant Agent, it's a kitchen sink agent for prototyping and education purpose. It is very general. Make sure that you read the documentation and implementation to understand the design choices. Once you fully understand, you may want to implement your own agent. Again, it is giving you the choices. As assistant agent is the one which we will be using the most because of its pretty well equipped or pretty well smartness in all of the tasks. I believe that the learning of same is very important. Plus, as is written in the documentation, once you understand the same in depth, then creating your own agent or using other agent becomes very easy. Now, we can see that how assistant agent, pre-configured agent for common use case, can execute a given task with instructions provided. So when we were giving it a particular task and we were able to give it a system message, the instructions, it was able to do a particular task. Next is support for various LLM providers and easy integration with external tools and APIs. So we just created a tool which was a very general function. But surely what you can do, everyone, is that you can create advanced functions or tools as well which can further connect to your API and use the same. So those all things are supported by your assistant agent. Now, once we move forward, there are multiple best practices which with respect to LLM in our agent. So when we do define our agent, you will see that how we are, just a second. So let me open the one which we have created. This one, whether agent maybe, yeah. So when we were defining our agent, we were providing it a brain, which was the model client. And this model client we were using for OpenAI Chat GPT, right? So we were using the GPT-4o here, as we can see. The idea is that we can configure these LLMs a lot in depth, something which we will be learning in this and the next lecture. So if we go on models, in many cases, agent needs to access LLM model services such as OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, or local models. Since there are many different providers with different APIs, AutoGen Core implements a protocol for model clients, and AutoGen extension implements a set of model client for popular model services. So, if you remember in the layered architecture, the core is making sure that everything is implemented. Extension is making sure that the commonly used one, they are the one which are provided and those can be directly used. And in the AgentChat API, we just use them and finally are able to create our full agent. AgentChat use these model clients to interact with model services. This section provides a quick overview of available model clients. For more details on how to use, we can go to the core documentation. Though, if I show you this quickly, we have to make sure that in our agent, we are using appropriate model based on the task complexity. So we cannot use say 3.5 turbo for any very complex task because we know that that model is not capable enough, right? Similarly, we have to configure the system message to define agent role clearly. Now, when you will be working on assistant agent in a multi-agent system, you have to make sure that via their system message, you are able to make them work the way you like. And this is very similar to how in different chat GPT chats, you have different instructions and based on them, they are able to work on the same. Set temperature for lower or factual tasks. Again, these are majorly the LLM understanding when we have less, when we want factual or overall some tasks where we don't want a lot of noise, we can just select the lower temperature. Where we want a lots of creativity, we can just set the higher temperature. And we have the LLM config for fine grain control. So this has actually been changed in the latest version. So let me show you that as well. And now we can see the same. So let me go to the code here, everyone. In this client, in this OpenAI model client, we can have all the things which we want to change, right? We can provide different URLs, etc. Where we can have so let me show you these things in depth. Let us go to the model client and let's say OpenAI model client. Here we can see that how we can provide it multiple things. So this OpenAI chat completion client, we can provide it the model, the API key, organization if required, base URL, timeout, max retries, info about the model, then frequency, penalty, log it, and all these things we can easily provide along with temperature, etc. So you will see here as well, seed, stop, temperature, top P, user, default headers, prefixes, etc. So this is where like there are multiple clients which we can define, and all of these can now be easily configured using our AutoGen EXT models inside this whatever we are using. So for Azure as well, similarly, we have all the same things. So depending on different kind of LLM which we are using, we have these classes where we can configure, right? For example, just to show you, if I copy this and say paste it here, I can easily provide temperature or anything which I want. So I can provide a temperature 0.3 here, and it is going to work in a similar manner. So that is the understanding where we are able to provide configurations to our LLM. Okay. Now LLM configuration, there are many parameters. We have the model which we want to use. We have the API key as well, of course. Then temperature, which temperature we want to set it, right? Then we have the max tokens, maximum length of generated response. And we have the response format as well, which we will see in the later videos, that how can we fix or get the output in a structured format. So this is all with respect to this particular video, everyone. Now in the next video, we will make sure that we see how exactly can we use multiple different kinds of agents. So starting from, let's say, OpenAI, which we have already used, we will see that how now we can use different agents, because all of these LLM, sorry, like Gemini, OpenAI, Claude, and of course some free one as well, have their own benefits, right? And this is what you can see as well. So GPT-4 or GPT 3.5 Turbo, you can even push in Claude or others as well here, and you will be able to then take the full benefit of the strength of a particular LLM, and maybe just give that particular LLM to a particular agent. So with that, now let's meet the next video where we will continue our learning and see that how can we use different models into our agent.